Prayer is power. Prayer is power. What are you going to do? Pray. Pray. Pray.
Welcome everyone to Dr. Pillai's Religion of Religions YouTube channel. Today is Friday, November 17th, 2023. We are about to do a live, in-depth planetary puja using the chart of now based on my current location in the state of New Mexico. My name is Swamini Valli. I am a Pillai Center teacher and priestess and an AstroVed astrologer. And I'm very happy to be hosting this program Monday through Friday. I learned this form of puja from Dr. Pillai many years ago, and I'm very happy to be sharing this with you. Dr. Pillai has said the planets and stars are more than just objects in outer space. There is a divine light being associated with each of them. In doing the puja, we are connecting with some of these light beings and inviting their positive blessings to flow into us. To do the puja, I'm using the South Indian style layout of the chart. I have drawn the chart in chalk on a blackboard that's laying flat on a side table here. Also for doing the puja, I have a little container of water, a lit tea light, an incense stick, a bell, a banana, and a bowl of fresh flower petals. I start with sprinkling water on all four sides of the blackboard to symbolically purify the space for where the puja is going to happen. I also sprinkle a few bits of water on top of my head, and I send a few drops of water out into space, symbolically towards all of you, so that whether you're watching this live or later on a replay, everyone is purified going into the puja. We start with invoking Ganesha, the archetype who removes obstacles. Om Shrihi Gang, Om Shrihi Gang, Om Shrihi Gang. I ask Ganesha to come and to remove all obstacles from this puja, and I ask him to remove obstacles in the lives of all the participants in the physical, mental, emotional, financial, and spiritual areas of our lives. I ask him to remove obstacles for all of us, now and always, and I thank him for his help with this. Now we do a short Tamil chant asking all of the planets to be beneficial towards us. Asura Nalla Nalla, Ave Nalla Nalla, Hatiyar Arvarku Mikave. Asura Nalla Nalla, Ave Nalla Nalla, Hatiyar Arvarku Mikave. Asura Nalla Nalla, Ave Nalla Nalla, Atiyar Arvarku Mikave. We ask all of the planets to be beneficial today towards us and towards our world. We thank Saint Yanasamundar for teaching this chant, and we are grateful to Dr. Pillai for sharing it with us. Now we turn our attention to the time Shaktis, or the time elements, that are active right now in my local area. We start with honoring the planet that's ruling the day. Today is Friday, ruled by Venus. I put flower petals on Venus. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Now we honor the star that the moon is in. The moment the moon is in a star called Purva Ashada, a star that can give us discernment to know what's right for us, what's wrong for us. I put the flower petals on the moon. Om Purvashadaye Namaha. Om Purvashadaye Namaha. Om Purvashadaye Namaha. Now we honor the Tithi, or the moon phase. In my local area, it's the 5th waxing moon, called Panchami in Sanskrit. I put the flower petals on the moon. Om Panchami Devye Namaha. Om Panchami Devye Namaha. Om Panchami Devye Namaha. Now we honor the planet that's ruling the hour. In my local area, this is Mercury. I put flower petals on Mercury. Om Buddhaheha Namaha. Om Buddhaheha Namaha. Om Buddhaheha Namaha. Now we acknowledge the yoga and the Karana time elements. Dr. Pillai said for these, we would not use flower petals. We would say their names in Sanskrit 3 times each. The yoga that's active right now is one called Shula, which has energies that can be confrontational. And the Karana that's active right now is one called Bhava, which is energies of creativity. We start with the yoga. Shula, Shula, Shula. And the Karana, Bhava, Bhava, Bhava. Now we turn our attention to the chart of the moment. We look at the sign that is the ascendant, represented here with the letters AC. This is the sign coming up in my local area on the eastern horizon right now. This is Vrishika, or Scorpio, which is ruled by Mars. Dr. Pillai said we start with honoring the planet that rules the ascendant sign as a gesture to his importance at the moment. I put flower petals on Mars. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Now, starting in Scorpio, we're going to go around the chart and stop in each sign that has planets in it. Today, in Scorpio, is the Sun and Mars. They both came into Scorpio yesterday. This is the first morning of the Sun in Scorpio, a fixed sign. So for traditional people, this is Vishnupadi, a day that the wealth creation energies of Vishnu are more abundant. So Sun and Mars are here. They're both in the same star. And there's also Mercury. He's in a different star. We start with honoring the Sun and Mars, and then we will invoke the star that they are in. I start with the Sun. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Next, we honor Mars for being in Scorpio. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. The Sun and Mars are both in a star called Vishaka, a star that gives blessings for victory, for triumph. I put the flower petals across the Sun and Mars. Om Vishakaye Namaha. Om Vishakaye Namaha. Om Vishakaye Namaha. Vishaka star is ruled by a pair of archetypes, Indra and Agni. Indra gives blessings for power, and Agni gives blessings for purity. Om Indra Agnihe Namaha. Om Indra Agnihe Namaha. Om Indra Agnihe Namaha. Vishaka star is ruled by Jupiter. I put flower petals on Jupiter. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Now we honor Mercury for being in Scorpio. I put flower petals on him. Om Buddhaheha Namaha. Om Buddhaheha Namaha. Om Buddhaheha Namaha. Mercury is in a star called Jayesta, a star that can give blessings for courage and conflict resolution. Om Jayestaye Namaha. Om Jayestaye Namaha. Om Jayestaye Namaha. Jayesta star is ruled by Indra, archetype who can give blessings for leadership, power. Om Indraye Namaha. Om Indraye Namaha. Om Indraye Namaha. Now we honor the planet that rules Jayesta star, which is Mercury. I put flower petals on Mercury. Om Buddhaheha Namaha. Om Buddhaheha Namaha. Om Buddhaheha Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Vrishika, or Scorpio, the most occult of all of the zodiac signs, today containing the Sun, which is our soul, and Mars, planet of courage, willpower, and Mercury, planet of communication, planet of business, planet that helps with our sense of humor. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi or sign with a planet in it is Danas, or Sagittarius, which today contains the moon. I put flower petals on the moon. Om Chandraya Namaha. Om Chandraya Namaha. Om Chandraya Namaha. The moon is in a star called Purva Ashada, a star that helps us to have discernment, to see what is right for us, what is wrong for us. I put the flower petals on the moon. Om Purvashadaye Namaha. Om Purvashadaye Namaha. Om Purvashadaye Namaha. Purvashada star is ruled by Apis, a goddess who is a deified form of water. We ask for her blessings. Om Apasye Namaha. Om Apasye Namaha. Om Apasye Namaha. Purvashada Shar is ruled by Venus. I put flower petals on Venus. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Now we honor the planet that rules Sagittarius, which is Jupiter. I put flower petals on Jupiter. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Danas, or Sagittarius, the most noble-minded and idealistic of all the zodiac signs, today containing the moon, which is our mind and our emotions. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi or sign with a planet in it is Makara, or Capricorn, which today contains Pluto. I put flower petals on Pluto. Om Krum Kruntankaya Namaha. Om Krum Kruntankaya Namaha. Om Krum Kruntankaya Namaha. Pluto is in a star called Uttara Ashada, a star that can give long-lasting blessings for success. Om Uttarshadaye Namaha. Om Uttarshadaye Namaha. Om Uttarshadaye Namaha. Uttarshada star is ruled by the 10 Visvadevas, 10 light beings who each embody a unique, divine, universal principle. Om Visvadevasye Namaha. Om Visvadevasye Namaha. Om Visvadevasye Namaha. Uttarashada star is ruled by the sun. I put flower petals on the sun. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Now we honor the planet that rules Capricorn, which is Saturn. I put flower petals on Saturn. Om Sanishwaraya Namaha. Om Sanishwaraya Namaha. Om Sanishwaraya Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Makara, or Saturn, a zodiac sign that can activate ancient past life skills and abilities, today containing Pluto, a planet that can help with rationality and science. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi or sign with a planet in it is Kumbha, or Aquarius, which today contains Saturn. We honor Saturn. I put flower petals on him. Om Sanishwaraya Namaha. Om Sanishwaraya Namaha. Om Sanishwaraya Namaha. Saturn is in a star called Dhanishta, a star that can give blessings for prosperity, music, good reputation. Om Dhanishtaye Namaha. Om Dhanishtaye Namaha. Om Dhanishtaye Namaha. Dhanishta star is ruled by the 8 Vasus, 8 archetypes who each rule different spheres of existence. We ask for blessings from all 8 of them, and I put the flower petals on Saturn. Om Vasusye Namaha. Om Vasusye Namaha. Om Vasusye Namaha. Dhanishta star is ruled by Mars. I put flower petals on Mars. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Now we honor the planet that rules Aquarius, which is Saturn. I put flower petals on Saturn. Om Sanishwaraya Namaha. Om Sanishwaraya Namaha. Om Sanishwaraya Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Kumbha, or Aquarius, the most humanitarian of all the zodiac signs, today containing Saturn, planet of patience, compassion, structure, perseverance. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi or sign with a planet in it is Meena, or Pisces, which today contains Neptune, who is retrograde and extra powerful, and Rahu. We start with honoring Neptune, and I put flower petals on him. Om Vam Varunaye Namaha. Om Vam Varunaye Namaha. Om Vam Varunaye Namaha. Neptune is in a star called Purva Bhadrapada, a star that Dr. Pillai says can give blessings to help us towards enlightenment, charity, purification. I put the flower petals on Neptune. Om Purva Bhadrapadaye Namaha. Om Purva Bhadrapadaye Namaha. Om Purva Bhadrapadaye Namaha. Purva Bhadrapada star is ruled by Aja Ekapada, an archetype who can help us to experience deeper levels of stillness and forgiveness. Om Aja Ekapadaye Namaha. Om Aja Ekapadaye Namaha. Om Aja Ekapadaye Namaha. Purva Bhadrapada star is ruled by Jupiter. I put flower petals on Jupiter. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Now we honor Rahu for being in Pisces. I put flower petals on Rahu. Om Rahave Namaha. Om Rahave Namaha. Om Rahave Namaha. Rahu is in a star called Revati, a star that can give blessings for wealth and travel. Om Revatiye Namaha. Om Revatiye Namaha. Om Revatiye Namaha. Revati's star is ruled by Pushan, archetype who takes care of the cows of the gods. Om Pushanye Namaha. Om Pushanye Namaha. Om Pushanye Namaha. Revati's star is ruled by Mercury. I put flower petals on Mercury. Om Buddhayeha Namaha. Om Buddhayeha Namaha. Om Buddhayeha Namaha. Now we honor the planet that rules Pisces, which is Jupiter. I put flower petals on him. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Pisces, the most metaphysical of all the zodiac signs, today containing Neptune, planet that helps with intuition and with understanding our own inner life, and Rahu, a planet that can help us to think outside the box and to make friends with new technologies. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi or sign with the planet in it is Misha, or Aries, which first contains Jupiter, who is retrograde and extra powerful, and also Uranus, who is retrograde and extra powerful. We start with honoring Jupiter. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Jupiter is in a star called Bharani, a star with a tremendous amount of divine feminine Shakti, energy, power. Om Bharanihe Namaha. Om Bharanihe Namaha. Om Bharanihe Namaha. Bharani's star is ruled by Venus. I put flower. First, it's ruled by the archetype, which is Yama, archetype of justice. I put flower petals on Jupiter. Om Yamaye Namaha. Om Yamaye Namaha. Om Yamaye Namaha. Barney star is ruled by Venus. I put flower petals on Venus. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Now, we honor the planet that rules Aries, which is Mars. I put flower petals on Mars. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Misha, or Aries, a fire sign with very active energy, today containing Jupiter, planet that helps with everything related to spirituality, and Uranus, planet that helps with creative abilities, higher intelligence, and astrology. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The final Rasi or sign this morning that has planets in it is Kanya, or Virgo, which today contains Venus and also Ketu. We start with honoring Venus, and I put flower petals on him. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Venus is in a star called Hasta, a star symbolized as an open hand in blessing, a star that can give blessings to help us be productive and industrious. Om Hastaye Namaha. Om Hastaye Namaha. Om Hastaye Namaha. Hasta star is ruled by Savitur, a form of the sun with great interest in truth, illuminating the truth. Om Saviturye Namaha. Om Saviturye Namaha. Om Saviturye Namaha. Hasta star is ruled by the moon. I put flower petals on the moon. Om Chandraya Namaha. Om Chandraya Namaha. Om Chandraya Namaha. Now we honor Ketu for being in Virgo. I put flower petals on him. Om Ketave Namaha. Om Ketave Namaha. Om Ketave Namaha. Ketu is in a star called Chitra, a star that can give blessings for creativity and craftsmanship. I put the flower petals on Ketu. Om Chitraye Namaha. Om Chitraye Namaha. Om Chitraye Namaha. Chitra star is ruled by Twashtar, archetype who is a divine master craftsman. Om Twashtarye Namaha. Om Twashtarye Namaha. Om Twashtarye Namaha. Chitra star is ruled by Mars. I put flower petals on Mars. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Now we honor the planet that rules Virgo, which is Mercury. I put flower petals on Mercury. Om Buddhaya Namaha. Om Buddhaya Namaha. Om Buddhaya Namaha. We pause for a moment and we reflect on Kanya, or Virgo, the most analytical of all the zodiac signs, today containing Venus, planet of love, beauty, diplomacy, planet of material plane comforts and the arts, and Ketu, who is sometimes called the saintly planet. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. Now, I take a lit tea light and I hold it in my right hand. I hold it in the air above the blackboard that has the chart drawn in chalk and the many piles of flower petals. And in the air, I circle the tea light around the chart 3 times in a clockwise direction, offering the element of light to all these divine beings we've just invoked. Next, I take a lit incense stick to offer the air element and also a sweet fragrance. And I circle this around the chart 3 times in a clockwise direction. Now I ring a bell to offer the element of sound. Now I take the banana, a fruit representing the earth element, and circle this around the chart 3 times in a clockwise direction. And later in the day, I will eat the banana as a piece of prasad or blessed food. Right now, I make prayer hands, and I make sincere prayer to all of these divine beings that we have just invoked, asking each one of them to send their positive blessings into the lives of all of us, and also into the lives of our families, our friends, our neighbors, our colleagues, our homes, our workplaces, our schools, our communities, our countries, and indeed the entire world. May everyone on this planet have healthy food to eat, clean water to drink, clean air to breathe, a safe place to live, good clothes to wear, access to health care, good education, sustainable jobs, and may everyone on this planet have love in their life, now and always. I pray for enlightened leaders, enlightened citizens, enlightened laws, enlightened countries, and entire enlightened civilizations. I ask for blessings for all of my teachers, past, present, and to come. And I ask for blessings for all of my students, past, present, and to come. And I make a bow. You can continue to make your own prayers in silence for a minute, and then we can do short Q&A. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. Peace to the body, peace to the mind, peace to the soul, peace to the environment. Peace, peace, peace. Evelyn is saying today she thinks we did not honor Uranus. We can quickie fast do that then. We honor Uranus for being in Aries. He's retrograde, extra powerful. I put flower petals on him. Om Hram Prajapataye Namaha. Om Hram Prajapataye Namaha. Om Hram Prajapataye Namaha. Uranus is in Critica star, a star that gives blessings for truth. Om Kritikaye Namaha. Om Kritikaye Namaha. Om Kritikaye Namaha. Kritika star is ruled by Agni, archetype of fire. Om Agnihe Namaha. Om Agnihe Namaha. Om Agnihe Namaha. Kritika star is ruled by the sun. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. So we have completed Uranus at the request of Evelyn, who noticed that we had overlooked that one this morning. My apologies for that. So today is Friday. Ronnie is going to need the Zoom link for an upcoming program, the Shrimbrazi Community Call. And I am grateful to all of you for being here. We are still in a period called Skanda Shasti, the 6 days of Muruga. Here in the USA, we are in day 5. There are many videos about Muruga, both on the Pillai Center channel and the Pillai Center Practice channel, if you would like to learn mantras or hear Dr. Pillai tell stories about Muruga. All right. Thank you, everyone, for being here. I'll be here again next week, Monday through Friday. Namaste. The light in me truly honors the light in all of you. May light encompass all. Have a beautiful weekend.